Hello YouTubers, Failed here, and welcome to the 14 stages of this year's the Tour de France, the Failure Way. The 14 stages from Grenoble to Rissol. And this is like the 100th time they use Grenoble in the Tour de France, and it's always a joy when we start off in Grenoble. The finishing mountain, Rissol, will make a difference in the GC. Yesterday we saw Nibali, Contador, and Froome fight for top 3, and I bet you we're gonna see the same 3 guys fight for it today. Contador lost 15 seconds in yesterday's stage, and he'll try to make that up in today's stage. We'll see what's gonna happen, and I bet you the only Tinkoff interview at the end, if Contador does anything, will be golden. Let's just hope that Contador does something in this stage, because we all want to hear the talented Oleg Tinkoff speak his mind. Welcome to the first live images of the 14th stage of Le Tour de France, the Failure Way. We started off in the traditional Grenoble with beautiful scenery. Soon after, Chris Froome gave the start. Johan van Sommer and Bart Husowski and Jesus Herrada decided to attack away from the breakaway. They were in the final break of the day, which consisted of Fabian Cancellara, Jesus Herrada, Rui Costa, a really big name, Jeremy Roy, Johan van Sommer and Bart Husowski. They came up to the first known intermediate sprint of the day, where the breakaway did not sprint forward, but down the peloton. Once again, John Degenkolb showed that he is a strong lieutenant on Gian Shimano, beating Onodamar and Sasha Madolo. It seemed like Tinkoff Saxo Bank wanted to do something today's stage. They were setting the pace of the first category 1 of the day. Speaking of that first category 1 of the day, Johan van Sommer took 10 points in the top, Jeremy Roth took 8 points, and Bart Husowski took 6. And we're not back into live images, and we still see Astana and Tinkoff Saxo Bank working together. So that must mean that Nibali and Alberto Contador are feeling good today. They want to win this very, very prestigious Rissol stage. I mean, the finishing mountain, being the first guy up there, really means a lot to these GC contenders, and they gave away the Shamroos to Yuri Trofimov yesterday. It doesn't look like they don't want to give it to Rui Costa. Basically, Rui Costa currently in the breakaway is guaranteed. Oh, let me just show you. He is guaranteed to win the break if he stays away with 4 to 5 minutes on the final climb. But so far, Tinkoff Saxo Bank and Astana are only giving them 2 to 3 minutes, which is not enough for a guy like that to keep all the way to the end. But we'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be back at the out of category climb. Do you love the Tour de France? And are you going on vacation? Well, welcome to the club. Good news for you are though that go subscribe to the Cycling Hub PT YouTube channel, Vimeo channel, and Daily Motion channel to make sure to stay up to date with real life racing, and you'll be able to catch every single stage of the Tour de France right here. Watch on screen. Cycling Hub PT on YouTube, Cycling Hub PT on Daily Motion, and Cycling Hub on Vimeo. Go subscribe now and don't ever miss a race again. Welcome back from the commercial break. Just like yesterday, we will have an extended view of today's stage. So yesterday we showed quite a lot of the stage, and today we'll do the exact same thing. We've got extended TV rights for today's stage, and we will be showing you as much as possible. And as you see, we're on the outer category climb, the first outer category climb of the day, and we have attacked Peter Wieland, Sebastian Reichenbach is going. He's got accompanied by Jan Barklands and Bart de Klerk. They're all going away. These guys all want to try to win today's stage. Dan Navarro is also going. So far in the front, it is only Astana setting the pace with Andrei Grivkov. We saw the Tinkoff Saxo Bank were setting a nice pace, and it looks like they have gone away from the front. Some of these guys just can't pace. Like Merkov looks like he's done for the day. Bernati, this is not his favorite terrain. Bernati is a somewhat hilly sprinter, and this is not his terrain. He does not look like this is not his comfortable terrain. He does not look like he's able to pace for much longer in this terrain. But now that it's going downwards again, some of these guys have found their extra energy and they're going to be pacing. But I expect a collected finish going up the Rissol mountain. It's going to be a really fast-paced finish. Who's going to be the strongest one today? Only time will tell. Contador looks really strong though. He's got his entire team pacing. They were quite disappointed of not doing anything in yesterday's stage. They only had negative outcome of yesterday's stage. And when you have a stage like that, you really want to get something out of it, and they just couldn't do it. Currently, it's Sergio Paolini doing a really good job for his captain, Alberto Contador. He's setting quite a high pace in the front. Some of the guys aren't really able to follow this, and it's gotta be hurting. Some of the bigger guys like Marcel Kittel and Derek Greibel, they have to be hurting right now. When you have a high pace with a mountain guy like Sergio Paulinho, you have to be feeling it. Like, you don't like this. Normally you don't want any pace, but when a guy like that sets the pace, that's when you know it's actually going fast. And you gotta be watching out, because there could be a time limit today that you gotta watch out for. But this pace is high. I mean, I think they're trying to soften up the Astana team. Yesterday they were doing a really good job sticking with their captain Vincenzo Nibali, and today they just want to try to just overheat the Astana riders, try to kill them, and just have Nibali isolated in the end. Force Nibali to attack. Yesterday, he had so many helpers, so many domestiques pacing up the mountain for him. He didn't have to do anything before he reached Contador in that final kilometer, and that really helped him out. Like, he could save so much energy, and as I spoke about, guys are getting overheated. Jarier, Curvers, and William Bonnet are behind. I mean, they're gonna have a tough day finishing. Just finishing today's stage is gonna be demanding from these guys. And look at this other character climb. Let's check what the name is of this climb. It is the Col de la Terre. It's quite a tough mountain, and we can see some of the GC guys falling behind here. I mean, Rain Terramase looking good towards the front. Contador still sitting up here. He's got Rafael Micah protecting him all the way in the front, though. Rogers and Roach have hit the front, though, getting ready to do some pacing if it's needed. So it's looking good for them. Tink of Saxobank is setting up for a real big victory today if they can do it, though. Let's take a look if those guys have caught up. Rui Costa has actually been dropped from the front group. The big favorite for today's stage has been dropped. Rui Costa has really not found his form this year, but the other group has caught up now. We see Navarro, De Klerk, Vauclair, and all these guys. They have caught up to the front group, and they're trying to work together. But the high pace down the peloton from Astana and Tink of Saxo Bank are really taking the hurt on the breakaway. I mean, their gap is decreasing by the second, and it's not looking good for their stage chances today. I think we're going to see a GC contender win today's stage. It's looking like that. At least it's shaping up to be that. Andrei Grivkov and Inglinski are setting a nice pace towards the front. I mean, this is what we're talking about. Nibali has a really good team around him, and they're doing one hell of a job just setting the pace up there right now. I mean, we saw Tink of Saxo Bank setting a high pace, but it's really been unaffected. Like, Nibali still got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 riders up here, and he's doing a really good job. And it looks like they'll have a complete team, or at least a mountain team towards the end. When are we going to see the big push? Here it is, though. Tanel Kangas goes towards the front. Nibali's also sitting up here. Nibali is sitting towards the front. He's looking good. It's going to be between Contador and Nibali today. Froome does not look like he's in form. Froome is actually isolated. Surprisingly enough, Froome is isolated going up this climb. This is not a good sign for him, though. Lawrence and Dam is sitting here without his captain. Rogers is going to the front. Rogers and Rhodes side by side in the front. It's looking really good for Tink of Saxo Bank. They're setting a nice pace in this climb. Paulino's doing really good, but the world champion, Rui Costa, is done for the day. He looked like he was going to break away and try to win today's stage, but he just couldn't pull it off. That is quite the upset. When you see a guy like Rui Costa go in the breakaway, you expect him to win stages, and he did that last year, winning 2 stages, but this year he won't win a single stage, or at least it doesn't look like he has the form to do it. He needs to ride his way into form, find form somewhere. I mean, he might have been trying to do it today, but it definitely didn't succeed for him. When guys like Simon Gerrans can still stay up here and Rui Costa is falling behind, you know the man is not in form, and it's not looking good for him. I mean, this could be a problem for Lamprey. They gotta rely on Christopher Horner, who's actually 20th in the GC, so it's not looking bad for him. Oh, Peter Village won the mountain sprint in the front. It seems like it was uncontested. How many points do they take? I believe they take 20 points, 25 points to Peter Village, and there are none of these guys in the overall mountain classification. There's any threat up there, so Yuri Trofimov will keep it for another day, unless a GC contender like Nibali wins today's stage. Then we could probably see another guy taking it. It's very likely. But now you have to get your supplies, get water, get energy bars, get the help from the neutral service car, the Mavic car. Get some help now, because the peloton is all split out. You only have 55 guys left here before they hit the Risol mountain. It's gonna be tough. If you don't have a domestique up here, you have to get back and get water yourself and get energy yourself. It's not ideal for your GC leader. It's not ideal for your captain. Meanwhile, in the front, Michael Rogers is really working for Alberto Contador. The scene has been set. It looks like Alberto Contador and Vincenzo Nibali will duke it out for the yellow jersey and potentially the stage victory in today's stage. But I bet you they're not going to cross the line at the same time. Vincenzo Nibali and Contador do not like each other, and they will not cross the line with the same time. I bet you they're going to be attacking on each other, they're going to be pacing, they want to drop each other. They do not want to go on the finishing line with each other in their wheels. They don't like that. They don't want to see that, and I bet you we won't see that, because they're both quite determined, and they get what they want, and I bet you we'll see that. And it looks like Nicholas Roach is bringing up supplies to the rest of the Tink of Saxo Bank team, doing a really good job for them now. Everyone is just setting up. You can just feel how nervous people are. They've heard about the Risol mountain. They know how prestigious this mountain is, and they want to win. Everybody want to do well in this mountain. Oh, I spoke about people being nervous. Bernard Eisel is down on the ground, and it's not looking good for him. That's another helper from Christopher Froome out of the race, but he probably wasn't going to do much in this race. He wasn't even in the front group when he crashed, though. So get ready now. We're going to see Micah and Nicholas Roach helping Contador up this mountain. Paulino and Rogers are setting the pace, and I think we won't see the breakaway guys winning this stage. So far, Rogers and Micah and Paulinho have been doing a good job helping Contador. It looks like they've been setting a really high pace in the peloton. And the breakaway only has 3 minutes. They've been keeping the breakaway on a leash. Like, they have not been letting them get those 10 minutes, 15 minutes like they did on the Champs stage. Jeremy Ra is now getting caught. They've not been doing that. And it looks like we're going to have a GC sprint for the finish line today. And it's going to be a good stage, guys. Go get your popcorn. Go get your soda pop. Because I tell you, on the mountain, you won't have time to get that, because they're going to be non-stop action. We're going to have GC contenders attacking each other. They all know how dangerous this mountain can be, and if you're not well positioned going onto it, then you're going to lose a lot of time. So it's going to be now or never if you want to get some refreshments yourself. So be ready for that. Meanwhile, Michael Rogers is setting a really nice pace in the front of the peloton. Sergio Paulinho doesn't look like he's able to do anything more today. It looks like he might be done for the day. But Roach looks like he is good. It looks like Roach might take over. Let's take a look at what all the other GC contenders are. Froome finally got a teammate. He's got Sandio up here. Porter's nowhere to be seen. Subaldia is sitting all alone. Where's Bakemalama? Bakemalama is also nowhere to be seen. He's sitting here. But Lawrence and Dam, his teammate, is sitting up here. But it's flat roads now. People they don't want to be that far towards the front. They want to be relaxed. But Nibali seems like he's really serious. He's actually sitting on Rogers' wheel. And the high pace by Rogers is killing some riders. Oh, you gotta be near the front now. If you're not near the front now, you're definitely gonna be in trouble once they hit the mountain. So we see a lot of the GC contenders moving towards the front, because here they go. They're gonna take a few turns and they're gonna be on the Risul mountain. Rogers and Roach are now setting a nice pace towards the front. It looks really good for Team of Saxobank. They've got their entire team towards the front, and they're gonna be setting a high pace going down this mountain. I bet you they're gonna be using all they have to set a high pace on this mountain. They want to drop the other GC contenders, and they're gonna do their best. First guys to go, Valverde, Froome. They're all going now. It looks like all the GC contenders are going already. This is very early and very unexpected, but we've seen it before. They're gonna go for it. Contador is slowly setting the pace. He's following. Micah is setting the pace for him though also. Roach is sitting side by side with Contador. Roach is getting ready to set a high pace in the front. Roach is setting a really high pace now for Contador. Contador is gonna need some help here. Contador was not able to follow the first attacks and has been distanced. Nibali, Froome, Valverde, Rodriguez, they're all going, but down the peloton, Roach is doing a really good job. Roach is doing a really good job setting the pace, but it's not enough. Roach is not enough. Roach is overcooked already. It's not looking good for him. He's done. Meanwhile, Contador and Micah are setting a pace towards the front. They're gonna go for it. They are gonna try to catch the group, and it looks like they've already done it. Micah is done for the day though. That's what it looks like. Contador is all alone, but on the left side, Malma goes. Rodriguez falls. All these attacks, they gotta be hurting people now. Who is able to fall? There goes Nibali. Nibali's on the right side, but Contador is sitting side by side here. Froome is also covering. It looks good. Micah comes back towards the front. What a helper. Roach is still on the right side in case Contador ever needs help. And there goes Froome again. Froome is off. He's gonna try to attack and try to get away. Can he do it? Roach is still sitting here helping. What a man. Gotta give some applause to him. Valverde is attacking now. Krakowski's on the left side. They're all looking good. 6 kilometers to go. How much a gap does Froome have? Froome looks like he's done. Cancellara is also done. Sorry we can't show pictures of the front though, because it looks like it's going to be a very high-paced finish. Vauclair's got a 1 minute gap on Contador and company. Cancellara's gotten dropped now. Guy not wearing number 1 is done for the day. Nibali and Contador sitting side by side, looking really good. But Froome is in Contador's scenario from yesterday. Froome is looking good. There goes Frank's leg. Frank's leg is off. He wants to get a gap now. And there goes Contador. Contador setting a nice pace in the front. And Roach is able to fall. That's not a good sign if Contador is setting the pace in the front. If guys like Roach can follow this pace. Oh, but there's Froome been caught. Froome has been caught, but now Contador goes counter-attacking. And there's only one man left in the front, and that is Thomas Vauclair. Is Tommy Vauclair going to take the stage victory today? And now Contador has created a gap once again. We saw this on yesterday's stage. He's able to create a gap, and then right away, but Froome is driving him down. Currently, Contador's got a 20-second gap up to Thomas Vauclair, and a 20-second gap down to Froome and Nibali. Can Contador do this? He needs to keep a very high pace to keep these guys away, and it looks like he might be able to do it though. But this is a very big group, and it gives us a sign that Contador is not pacing too fast. Neither is Froome. It's gonna be close. There goes Rodriguez. Rodriguez is the first guy to attack from behind, but we'll keep an eye on Contador in the front. He's gonna try to keep his lead and win today's stage. Can he do it though? There goes Contador. Contador is the first man to sprint today's stage. 1 kilometer to go. Can he do it? Yes, he drops Thomas Vauclair. He's gonna take revenge from yesterday. He's gonna take today's stage win. Now in this peloton, they're starting to sprint. How are they gonna do? Nibali comes to come in second place, but he's side by side with Froome, and Contador can now put his arms over his head and celebrate his resolve victory. All the hard work from Team of Saxobank paid off, and Alberto Contador takes the stage and takes 20 seconds on Vincenzo Nibali. Christophe Perrault comes in second place, Fuglsang third, Nibali fourth, Port fifth. The pace wasn't that high. I mean, we saw a huge group finishing in the end, but Alberto Contador takes the jersey. I don't know if he took the jersey, actually. I don't think he took the jersey. He takes the stage. First stage victory for Tinkoff Saxo Bank. Well deserved. They've been pacing all day. And when these guys cross the line, they can look up to the timetable and see that Alberto Contador won the 14th stage of this year's the Tour de France, the fairway. But I believe we'll use the replay feature once again to watch that final sprint where Contador sprinted away from the other GC contenders. This is the exact moment where Alberto Contador gets a gap on the other GC contenders. Froome has just been caught by Alberto Contador and company, and he's gonna keep up the pace and just drive away. Take a look at this. Look at all the spectators seeing this miraculous attack from Alberto Contador. He's only followed by Peter Wheelitz, and he gets away. Already here, there's a 10-second gap on the peloton, and Nibali and Froome are not reacting on this, and Alberto Contador keeps the gap all the way to the line. And Tinkoff Saxo Bank gets their first win of the Tour de France 2014 edition. I want to hear what all the Tinkoff have to say about this victory, because I also want to see if they got the yellow jersey. I'm honestly more interested to see if Alberto Contador stole the yellow jersey on the line from Vincenzo Nibali. It has to be close, guys. Alberto Contador only took 23 seconds, so I think that means he's not in the yellow jersey. He must be 2 seconds behind Vincenzo Nibali. That's crazy! There's only a 2-second gap between first and second place with 7 stages to go. We are 2/3 way through the Tour de France, and there's only a 2-second gap. Wait, what? Is there bonus seconds in the Tour? What? Oh wait, there's only 15-second gap. No. There was only a 15-second gap between Contador and Nibali. And that means he takes it by 8 seconds. Now I understand it. Contador takes it by 8 seconds. So there's only an 8-second time gap between Contador and Nibali. And Froome is also up there. It's gonna be one hell of a Tour de France, guys. It's so close. It is so damn close between first, second and third. The podium this year couldn't be any closer. Who's going to be the strongest? Is it going to be El Pistolero? Is it going to be the Shark? Or is it going to be Christopher Froome? I honestly don't know his nickname. What is his nickname? Well, if you guys know his nickname, please put it in the comment section below. Vincenzo Nibali is currently wearing the oval polka dots jersey, but he is closely followed by Yuri Trofimov and Alberto Contador, only 3 points and 4 points behind. They can get pretty close to him, actually. Ruben Plaza is also in 4th place, so we could see a breakaway take this, but I think it's going to be between the GC contenders. Vincenzo Nibali, Alberto Contador, and Christopher Froome looks like the strongest out of them all. Kwiatkowski managed to not take time today. Thibaut Pinot and Ron Bardet was in the same group as Mikael Kwiatkowski when they crossed the line in today's stage. I'm so glad to see the result stage taken by a GC contender and not a breakaway. I hate seeing breakaways take prestigious stages like this. You want to see the big stages being fought between the big GC guys. You don't want to see just some random, sorry my French, but some random guy just taking the stage and like, yeah, I took it, but I mean, I wasn't the strongest on the day. I was just the guy who got the luckiest. I don't like that. I like the GC contenders competing for it. So Alberto Contador, the well-deserved winner of today's stage, and going to be wearing the yellow jersey for tomorrow's somewhat rest day. So it's going to be exciting, but Contador is definitely the strongest on the day. Even the papers agree with me. But tomorrow is going to be somewhat of a rest day for Alberto Contador and company, and they're going to be needing that. I mean, there was a really tough stage, and just top 10 in general currently. I mean, it's so close. There's only 4 minutes and 13 seconds between 1st and 10th place. And honestly, anybody in top 7 can win the Tour. I mean, they've all been attacking, they've all been looking strong, and it's gonna come down to, I believe the Hatzakam is gonna be the decisive one. But a downhill like this, Nibali could take time. A stage like this, Contador might look like a favorite. Hatzakam, the Bjarne Riis has the record in this mountain. Alberto Contador could break it. Christopher Froome is yet to show himself. Is he peaking in the final week? I mean, it's gonna be really close, guys. And then, of course, the time trial. This is where Christopher Froome is most likely going to take a minute on Alberto Contador and Nibali. So they need to have a minute. I mean, this Tour de France is closer than ever. Put your money down. I want to hear you in the comment section. Who do you believe will win the Tour de France of Fairway 2014? It can be anybody. It's so close currently. And Nibali hasn't really done much. Like, he's won the stage. He's been really strong. Froome hasn't done much. Alberto Contador hasn't done much. It's not decided yet. It's so close. But I'll see you guys in the studio for some more analysis of today's stage. We got what we wished for here in the Fairway Productions. Tinkoff Saxo Bank got their victory and the yellow jersey. What an exciting stage, and it's looking to be a really exciting final week of the Tour de France. I managed to catch the very talented Oleg Tinkoff after today's stage. Let's hear what he had to say. I cannot describe the feeling I'm having right now. Some might call it excitement, some might call it enjoyment, but I call it the Oleg Tinkov feeling. Yes, I have made my own feeling. Well, I had that one dream, and that one dream is coming true. Alberto Contador is way better than that Froome dog piece of shit. Oleg Tinkov will rise. Oleg Tinkov is the best. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, 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 we are the best. Yes, that pretty much sums up how I feel today. My dream is coming true, and yes, go fuck yourself, Sky. I can't. If there's one man I can't take seriously, it's Oleg Tinkov. That man knows how to entertain a crowd. Oleg Tinkov, you are the man. You are a beast. You are everything that's great about this sport. Please keep being who you are, and just I hope that Alberto Contador wins more stages, and at least keeps the jersey on Tour de Champs-Élysées, because we want to hear more of Oleg Tinkov. That man is just talented. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode of Tour de France the Fair Way. Please leave a like, please leave a comment. This show is the biggest show I've ever done, and it's the most cost-efficient one, so I kind of need some help, and you guys... I get a tiny bit of money every time you like my videos, so please donate, guys. Please donate through a like. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later.